Yay! I am live here at the Black Bear Diner in Mount Shasta. I'm going to take a second to share this out. Hopefully, I have some smooth streaming here. I'm waiting to get a vegan burger. I have a glass of vegan champagne and I am relaxing from a really long day of cooking. I have been preparing for my chess tournament tomorrow for the love of chess. It's a little bit of a Valentine's Day chess mix. So I have made. Sorry, I'm trying to share this out. I've made some cutout cookies that are heart shaped and some that are chess piece shaped. I have made some oatmeal raisin cookies. I've made some chocolate chip cookies. I have made, today I played with some chocolate covered vegan chocolate, of course, vegan chocolate pretzels, vegan chocolate Ritz style crackers. Um, I got actual chocolate molds that are shaped like chess pieces. So I made chocolate and white chocolate of all of this stuff. So I pretty much like have gone all out, and I'm super super excited about it. It is Valentine's Day after all, so you need some chocolate and all that. So let me just share this out. Join the live chat now. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hey Sage, how's it going? I'm gonna send this to Kyle if you want to join. How are you doing, Sage? Hopefully well. I'm really bummed that you and Kyle aren't going to be here for my tournament tomorrow. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah. I won't say anything more about that right now. I'm trying not to focus on the tournament and just praying that everything goes well and that it's a good time and all of that. So. I actually pre-recorded a video. I watched the movie called Searching for Bobby Fischer. Fisher, I don't know, that kind of sounded a little bit odd when I pronounced it. And I'm using Filmora Wondershare to edit the video, and that's what I've used since I've been making videos for like 5 years. And for some reason, I'm having really, really bad issues. I am so I started on my old computer and it's taken all day to just render the timeline, which makes it so that it kind of syncs the two videos together so that I can edit them like smoothly. Yeah, and yesterday I tried to do it on this brand new computer. It's literally a factory reset computer, so there's like nothing, there's no disk space being taken up by anything except searching for Bobby Fischer and me watching the video. And when I put them together in the program, it keeps stalling the whole computer, freezing the whole computer, and just it's the most irritating thing like that I've dealt with for a while. So Sage says, yeah, me too. Very sleepy right now. Well, thank you for stopping by, even if you are on your way to La La Land to sleep. Hope you have sweet dreams. Like I said, I'm waiting on a burger. They do a really good burger here. The Hilo in Weed also does a vegan burger, and that's where I took Sage and Kyle when they were here the last time. But the Black Bear Diner here has a different vegan burger, and it actually has peas in it and like carrots and stuff. So you can actually see these different vegetables in it, which is really nice. But yeah, it's kind of surprising because I really do not like peas. My horror story of life with peas is my aunt. My aunt said, I'll give you $1 to eat a spoonful of peas. And I thought she meant like a teaspoon, right? And I'm like, sure, okay, that sounds good. $1 to eat, I do not like peas. I didn't like peas then either. Like they smell horrible, and if I can't get past the smell, I'm not putting it in my mouth. Like, anyways. So I agreed to do this dare for $1, eat a spoonful of peas, and she comes with a tablespoon, one of those bigger ones, like a whole size bigger, and it was not worth the $1. I should have bargained, but I was definitely not prior to that, or I wasn't, bless you, I wasn't a gambling person prior to that. I should have been like, you're giving me way more money than that for that much. That much of peas is not worth it. David D says, hi, looking good. Oh, thank you. Sage said, I had a 10-minute nap, all better. Oh, thank you for joining your nice charged up self. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for a good night's sleep. I've been kind of having some trouble sleeping lately. I don't know if it's the full moon time, is it? What phase? That's not how you spell phase. What phase of the moon is it? When you look up what phase of the moon it is on the side, it says moon, natural satellite. The moon is Earth's only proper natural satellite. Ooh, what's a natural satellite? Does it reflect TV signals back? I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding, but yeah. They say that we live on a giant spinning ball with. How many satellites do they even say are orbiting Earth? How many satellites are orbiting Earth? 3,000. There are approximately 3,000 satellites orbiting Earth, according to the U.S. NASA. The U.S. That's really weird. The U.S. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Okay, anyways, so 3,000 satellites, and you can literally watch the moon all night and never see one fly between you and the moon. What are the odds of that happening? I mean, I'm not really. I like math, like basic math, chess math type stuff, but when it comes to like 3,000 satellites and the probability, ooh, yum! Thank you so much. Perfect.
It was crispy enough. They left them in as long as they're like allowed to.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I think I'm good. Everything is good here, and I'm actually going to live stream, so I'll be good for now.
Do you do like the videos of like?
No, I usually don't eat on screen. She's saying it's cool. I actually really am not a fan of eating on screen, but I will to make myself seem more human. It's a goddess. Thank you. Have a good one. Yum. All right. Yum. Am I one of those people that like live streams like slow motion eating and real weird like let's all listen to some paper crinkling. Let's just see how stupid humans can be. It's like, wow, how many hits does this person crinkling paper in your ear get? And then how many hits does the actual truth of our reality get? It's absolutely absurd that people want to just sit and listen to someone talking like this. Does this make you feel good about yourself when you hear me talking like this and just poor children in the background making too much noise? But anyways, I'm just mocking these people. Hey Kyle, how's it going? I think David D is saying we need to see me eating. I'm going to add David D as a managing moderator. So we have 3 mods in the chat. Woohoo! It's a wrench army. I'm just saying that because there's literal wrenches by your name. I'm not actually like trying to be insulting by any means. I don't know why it has a wrench. They could have put any other like. Anyways, let's see what's on this burger. Boom. All right, tomatoes. Not a fan. Ooh, Kyle said I made chocolate-covered strawberries for my sister for her birthday party. You know, it's actually 2 things. I thought about making chocolate-covered strawberries, And I was at Walmart the other day and I saw a chocolate fountain for sale. I seriously almost bought the chocolate fountain for my chess tournaments. Like, who has ever gone to a chess tournament and had a vegan chocolate fountain sitting on the table? I didn't buy it, but I have. That's really cool, Kyle. You said her birthday is on Valentine's Day, or is it just around the same time? Maybe one day you'll get it. Well, I hope that my tournaments keep getting better. And I mean, my Portland tournament was definitely better than the one before. I had like a whole cookie tray, and this time I have chess-shaped cookies and chess-shaped chocolate pieces. So it's definitely an improvement already in that manner as well. But yes. Kyle says, Kyle says maybe one day you'll get it to the fountain. David says a lot of people are watching, not many are speaking. Yes. Sage says ASMR is sexual teasing. It's dumb though. Yeah, I definitely agree. It's just a weird. I don't know. I actually am really grateful for my like loud booming voice and I don't talk like a little frail dainty girl. Like I would seriously annoy the crap out of myself if I talked like that. I cannot even stand it. Like Taylor Swift, I've always had the urge to just punch that dude in the face. And it's a dude, yeah, a biological male. If you haven't learned how to try to investigate yet, you definitely need to. Laura, how's it going? A chocolate fountain could be cool. I would just want to eat a spoonful of the chocolate. It is really good. There's actually so many brands now. Like even Toll House, the average, I'm not saying that they're healthy. I'm just saying like veganism has gone so far that Toll House is making vegan chocolate chips. So it's really, really awesome that, the vegans 10 years ago had like tofu. Now we have literally every single thing that we could pretty much ever want in a vegan version. So anyways, Kyle says that chocolate has antioxidants. Absolutely. Is that, well, I mean, I guess they probably use natural chocolate in their making of chocolate. I hate to think that it's all chemically based at this point, but I don't know. All right. You throw some ketchup on my sandwich. I really love ketchup, in case anybody didn't know. Anybody up to anything exciting this evening? Besides for spending time with me, of course. Oh, high fructose corn syrup, Kyle? Yeah. Most to do at this point in time, unfortunately, and I definitely will not be giving it to my future children, but I'm a little bit on the broken side, so every once in a while I will consume something that has. I've been doing really good on my diet though this year. Like today I've really only like nibbled on stuff that I've made. How can you make delicious vegan chocolates and not try a little bit, But other than that, I've pretty much been only eating salads, and I'm pretty satisfied and happy with it. So, Sage, for some reason, I thought that said granddaughter, and I was like, "There's no way that you're granddaughter. What are you talking about?" Okay. David D says, "Spending time with you is our excitement." Oh, thank you. Sage says, "Yeah, just visit my grandmother. She is the reason why I love Cali." Oh, well, I guess that's understandable, but I kind of feel a little bit like, wow, how rude. Just kidding. Hopefully your grandma's doing well. Yeah. Does she live in California then, or does she just like it? Kyle, I am eating a vegan burger that has like peas and corn and maybe spinach. I would not be eating spinach or peas if it were not in this burger, to be honest. So, Hey, Strider Winds, how's it going? I am clearly stuffing my face right now. So hopefully I don't talk with my mouth full. She moved from California to Tennessee. She regrets that decision. I can definitely understand why. Yes, Kyle, it is really delicious. Really sucks to be in a non-vegan place, though. Thankfully, most places will actually cook your stuff separately if you ask them, but yep, surrounded by flesh. I agree. It's definitely nice and packed in here on a Saturday night. Thankfully, not too loud though. One of these things about the burgers is they fall apart. So it's like Laura, I am at the Black Bear Diner in Mount Shasta City. They actually close in about a half an hour, so I'm kind of trying to eat fast. For those of you who don't know, tomorrow is my For the Love of Chess tournament in Reading. So I will be going live for that. Hopefully you will join in. It definitely is really tasty, Strider Wins. Thanks for joining. David D says you look really good, by the way. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Kyle says, I had honeydew chocolate-covered strawberries and a vegan homemade salsa today. That's it. Did you eat the salsa by itself or with something? I couldn't make my smoothie bowl as usual because my mom had a kitchen full of stuff for the party. Aw, should have made her make it. Yes, Strider Wins, these are French fries. I'm actually really particular about my French fries. Like, they have to be extra, extra crispy or I will not eat them. For those of you who already know, I was married before, and before I went vegan, like the only thing that my ex-husband ever saw me really eat was burgers and a French fries. So when I was like, by the way, I'm going vegan, like he'd never really seen me sit down and eat fruits and veggies at all. It was definitely a very big culture shock, and I went vegan and never turned back. But that's what happens when your eyes are opened and, you know, the horrors of your actions are revealed to you. Ooh, Kyle says blue corn chips with the salsa. Yummy. How spicy was the salsa? Do you like really spicy things? Personally, I am very sensitive tongued. I don't know. I can't do spicy. And I don't really understand. Personally, like growing up, my mom would eat like jalapenos by themselves. I'm like, how do you enjoy eating? Is supposed to be pleasurable, okay? And if my mouth is on fire, you're destroying like the pleasure senses that eating should have. I just don't get it. Ooh, Laura says she has some blueberries. That would be a really good thing to eat. Yum. I haven't had blueberries in quite some time. You know, growing up and having like blue raspberry and these really, really sweet blueberry flavors, like really. Thank you. Perfect. That's great. Really destroyed my. You know, palate for a lot of different types of fruits, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Which is one of the reasons that I want to be extra careful about what my future children eat and only give them fruits and vegetables so that they're not ruined by all of the different sugary substances that children normally have. Deity says sensitive tongued, yes, something like that. You understand what I mean. I do not like can't do really spicy things. Kyle says it was more like a mango salsa. Okay. I've actually never tried mango salsa, but I know that it's a very popular thing. Laura says, I don't understand people who enjoy spicy food either. Yeah. And then they say that it burns like coming out too. It's like, what is wrong with you guys? What wires do you have crossed that you like this spicy thing? Sorry. Don't take offense, guys. It's okay. I'm not gonna, not like someone just because they like spicy food and they're broken to liking spicy food. Just kidding. Laura says, right, how is that enjoyable? Exactly, it makes no sense. I love my husband and he enjoys spicy food. Sometimes it's nice to have someone that like balances you out as the opposite so that they can eat all the stuff that you don't like and you can eat the good stuff and someone's gonna say they can act like a garbage disposal. They just eat all the stuff that you don't like. But it's not garbage to them, right? They actually like it. So it really works out good because you guys, they might see you as the garbage disposal. Or they might see you as the one that's eating all of the good food that, leaving all the scraps. I don't know. Just kidding. But Sage says, LOL, I grow mostly peppers, jalapenos, and Carolina Reaper peppers, the spiciest peppers. Do you eat them by themselves raw? What is wrong with you? You don't have any taste buds anymore. Kyle says, I like a little spice, but not to the point where my nose starts running. Then I gotta go catch it. That's funny. Oh, man. You guys are funny. David D says, whatever. I love spicy foods. Wow. All right. Well, look, we have the majority of it's like basically the guys in the chat room are pro spicy foods and the girls are not. Is there any other people that want to speak up and add to the tally that we're going on with? Because is it an ego thing, guys? Is it like, oh, you're such a man that you can like eat the spiciest foods ever? Like you're sweating bullets and you're like, I'm fine. You're good, dude. You don't need to go that far to prove your masculinity. I'm totally kidding. I don't mean I'm not trying to play into the male versus female thing. I think that we're complementary opposites and that we shouldn't be at war with the opposite sex. It's really ridiculous. But David says that the males agree with him. It's about the rush. Okay, well, I really wouldn't know because I don't eat spicy food, so I'm not really. Is it the rush of spiciness or the rush of coolness or relief that you get after you eat the spicy thing, or what is this weird fascination with spicy? Strider One says I like spicy, but not too spicy. All right, so a tame amount of spiciness. Gotcha. sometimes like I don't know. I just think of like sometimes some sorts of Indian curries are like really, really intensely spicy. Yeah, I don't know. David D says the rush of endorphins. Okay, but again, is that from the spiciness, or is that from the relief that you get after the spiciness is over? Or like, I really don't get it. I don't know. Sage says no, that would be too hot. Raw, to eat them raw would be too hot. I'm assuming that you mean to eat them raw would be too hot. So do you cook them or what? I mean, obviously, if they're not raw, they're cooked. But I mean, do you put them in other recipes or what do you do with them? Kyle says I like curry. Well, I'm definitely not trying to say that I'm anti-curry, but there are some that are spiced way spicier than others. So I need to hurry up. I'm gonna be trying to close down here. Laura says, I hear there's some endorphins when you eat spicy stuff. I obviously wouldn't know. Hey, sister, I'm right there with you. Kyle says, give her a ghost pepper. He wants to make me cry. That sounds abusive. David says a ghost pepper might be too much. Yeah. You're talking to someone who would say, as a non-vegan, I would have told you that like Taco Bell cheese is borderline too spicy for me. Like that's kind of like the cutoff point for me. They've really done it. Thank you, Laura, for sticking up for me. They're bullying. All these guys are just ganging up and bullying me. She can't even handle any peppers. Exactly. I'm not really a fan of well, I can't even tell you whenever I had a jalapeno. Like, oh, in my vegan cheese, I do put jalapenos in there. It's like a jalapeno cheese, but it's like very tame. I can't overdo it with it, or I won't be able to eat them. Sage says the Carolina Reapers are a great ingredient for a dish. Okay, they are sweet and flavorful. That's interesting that they become more sweet when you cook them. But I guess that kind of makes sense, especially, I mean, I really wouldn't have liked raw onions before, but I have, since Mount Shasta, really opened up to a lot of new foods that I would have never even glanced twice at. And caramelized onions are something that I really, really love now. So, yeah. Kyle says she can handle green, red, and orange peppers. Can handle, yes. Would like to eat, no. None. I can't say that any peppers taste good to me at all. Like, if you come to my events or when I make like a raw vegan cheese dip, I usually serve it with carrots, cucumber, and celery. That's about it. I have served it with yellow bell peppers before, but I don't really like the taste of it particularly. Now, I will say that when they're cooked, like if you make, I've had bolognese for spaghetti with onions and various types of peppers and stuff like that, and I can definitely tolerate it like that, but I would not do it raw personally. And I also am not particularly a fan of. I'm a really picky vegan. Like my mom actually has told me that I'm the worst vegan ever, and I'm like, actually, you're talking to one of the most militant vegans, if not the most militant vegan that has made so many others vegan. So to say that I'm the worst vegan is like a complete inversion of the truth. But I do understand what she means because I really don't like a lot of foods. I'm very picky. So yeah. David D says cook tastes way different. I agree. It's interesting, especially, studying Kirlian photography. I mean, I can't say I've studied it in depth, but it shows the energy field around your food. And if you take like a raw apple or anything raw, it has these like lights just bursting off full force in every which direction off of whatever object you're looking at. And then you cook the object, and that life force energy is actually diminished. So the lights that were once beaming off of it are like either very dull or even not there at all. So it's really interesting. But cooking is ultimately a form of magic in a way too. So, anyways, we won't get into all of that witchcraft, will we, Sage? Sage says, I just cooked 2 red bell peppers. So good. Okay. Did you put anything in them or just have the bell peppers themselves? Strider Wynn says, what's your favorite vegan food? Oh, that's really, really hard to... I love burgers, and being able to have a burger as a vegan is really awesome. But like I said, I've been really striving off of salads lately, and like lettuce and carrots and apples and avocado and cucumber and celery. Like, absolutely love it. Laura says green bell pepper and a red sauce is good. Okay. But I then pick the peppers up before eating it. That's funny. It sounds like something that I would do. Oh, man. Kyle says, if I could make you soup when I come back to Cali, that would be cool. I love making soup. But what kind of soup would you make me, Kyle? I actually wanted to make a soup for Sage before he left because it was getting cold when he was like staying into it was the beginning of the winter months. And I was planning on making a soup, but then he left. Boo. I understand that not everyone can just pack up and drive across the country and live on Mount Shasta for an extended period of time, unfortunately. Strider One says, I seen that. I like a black bean tacos. Okay. To be honest, I don't like beans. I have actually never had any type of bean that I like. I like green beans, but that's really not the same type of beans at all. Picky vegan. David says, what's the update regarding the tournament tomorrow? I don't really particularly have an update. I'm going to go home and finish baking cookies. I'm going to throw a cashew-based vegan cheese ball together and finish everything up. So hopefully it all goes well. I know that I'm under a lot of curse energy for everything to be an utter disaster. So I definitely appreciate any of the people that actually know me and support me, putting out good energy or prayers or whatever you want to, whatever floats your boat. Sending that my way. I would really appreciate that. Sage says 1 onion and 3 field roast sausages. Okay. I particularly like the celebration roast from them. Harder to come by. I can't say that I've ever had the celebration roast, and honestly, I'm not sure that I've ever had the field roast sausages. I wasn't a big fan of pig before I went vegan, whether it was sausage or ham or bacon or anything. I guess probably pork was and it wasn't really like, I was really a burger girl, cheeseburger, that was my thing. But yeah, some of it smells really good. It's all about how they season it. Anyone who goes vegan knows that you can have, like say, just talking about a sausage that's made out of plant-based, and if you season it the right way, it tastes exactly like the pig butt that you were eating before. It's like just minus the pig butt. Like, wow, you can not be a clown while eating. Strider Wynn says you don't like beans. No, I don't. I apologize for that letdown, but I do like a lot of other fruits and vegetables. Kyle says depends. Usually had celery, carrots. Ooh, Ooh, onions, mushroom, lentil, white beans, noodles, etc. Okay. I would definitely be interested in trying. David says bacon is so close to human. Yes, the closest thing that you can eat to eating human flesh is bacon. And there's a certain demon that is like intrinsically linked with this bacon issue. And when humans just keep eating bacon, they literally get possessed by this bacon demon. Some of them literally start to look like pigs. But that's a different story. What I was actually going to say is that the reason that they type bacon on vegan posts is that's like the demon acting through them. That's not the normal human behavior. Like, they're definitely possessed and in need of help. Sage says, what kind of soup were you going to make me? You're so thoughtful. My favorite kinds of soup are a broccoli cheese soup or a like a vegetable soup that's usually cheesy as well because I just really love cheese. So yeah, I was actually going to ask you what kind of those that you would prefer and make that. So next time that you guys are here, I will definitely do that. Kyle says, Sage, whatever soup you want, bro. I got you. Okay, well, there we go. Kyle will do the non-cheesy stuff. And if you want cheese, come to me because I said I could never go vegan because I could never give up cheese. And now I spend a lot of time making my own cheeses. So, Laura says, I love broccoli cheese soup too. Ooh. Panera has, those bread bowls. Could easily be remade in a vegan version. Nutritional yeast is kind of the key to vegan cheeses, and some of them taste so different than others. I get it in bulk from Berryvale, or sometimes I sell. I think there's one called like Anthony's Nutritional Yeast, and they sell that at a different store. But usually I get it in bulk from Berryvale, so I don't really know the name brands, but it can definitely be a huge difference between just two types of nutritional yeast. So once you find the right one, that's really the key. And then you can make any kind of cheese. It's really good. David D says, if you want cheese, come to the Queen. I make multiple different kinds of cheeses, and I've had multiple people tell me that if they could access my cheese, they would give up the cow cheese. So that's one thing that I want to do is with the Queen's Kitchen also kind of have like almost a store attached to it that people can buy pre-made burgers or like all the pre-made food so that it's really easy to go home. And I wouldn't suggest microwaving things because microwaving destroys the nutritional value, but warming it up, either way, the nutritional value is going to be destroyed. But yeah. I gotta hurry up and get out of here soon. What kind of cheeses do I make? So I make for my full moon celebrations, I make this nacho cheese dip that is made out of carrots, potatoes, some spices, and jalapenos. And I make another one that's cashew and bell pepper based. Those are both liquid cheeses. And then I make a more solid cheese, like a cheese dip that's, I guess they're all kind of cheese dips. Chunkier, I guess, cheese dip, almost a cheese ball that's made out of cashews. And that's what I plan to make for my tournament tomorrow. And I'm really, really excited about all of the food and having people try it and showing them that you can have all the same things that you like in a vegan version where you don't hurt any animals. And that's really what I'm passionate about. So, well, one thing. Sage says a field rose makes organic wheat meats. Oh, cool. Cool that it's not like soy based. They don't really taste like meat. My mom said they could turn her to a vegan. Oh, that's awesome. Really would be so happy if she quit eating meat and using fur. Yes. The only even semi-fur thing that I have is this coat, and it was gifted to me, first of all, and it is made by Fort All Kind. It's a vegan company. So I assure you that this is vegan. I would not be wearing it. And yeah, but that's really cool that they make all these organic wheat based meats, and that your mom said she would go vegan for that. It's really seems to be the hardest thing to try to convince your family and get them to go vegan, and also really depressing. David D says, "What about the Super Bowl?" Well, we will see what about the Super Bowl. It'll be an interesting event tomorrow, so I'll be live streaming, and hopefully we'll get some new people to the chess world, people that maybe have been completely involved in the matrix and the stupidity of professional sports. Like, if you don't know yet, professional sports are rigged. Like, there's even gematria that goes with different Super Bowls, and like, it's all fake and part of a script, right? They give you your circus and peanuts, and you don't revolt. Everybody is fine. No one wants to rock the boat because they're perfectly happy going to work. Well, they're not really perfectly happy, but they do the 9 to 5, and you give them enough entertainment that they're just like, I'm too tired from work. I'm too interested in watching these supposed dudes in pads jump around and plop onto top of each other and then spank each other's butts. It's sorry, but American football to me is so bizarre. I love soccer. Rugby. Let's talk rugby because they don't have all those pads. But American football, sorry to tell you, I think it's just super homo. Like, anyways. David, he says, "Guest Super Bowl fans into chess." Yes, it'll be really cool if I can go get two big, beefy guys that are there for football to play a game of chess. So maybe I'll say, "Hey, I'll give you some cookies if you come over." I'm just so you know, I'm giving cookies to anybody. Anybody can come up. You don't have to play a chess game to get the cookie. I want you to go vegan, even if you don't like chess. I don't care. I want you to know that you can have the same things that you love in a vegan version, so you don't have to hurt animals. Okay, you might want to come at me sideways for using sugar. Sugar is being used in either substance. Okay, my sugar is vegan, and if you're eating my sugar cookies, at least you're only hurting yourself. I eat sugar too. Like, I'm not a hypocrite in giving somebody something that I don't eat myself. If I didn't eat it myself and then I gave it to you, that would be a hypocrite, right? It's not. But I do say there's a warning that sugar is bad. These do contain sugar. At least it's vegan. No animals had to get hurt for this. Most people are still going to go and eat cookies either way. So it's like, do not come at me sideways for offering them a vegan version of the same poison that they eat already. I didn't mean to get off on a vegan rant, but anyways, Kyle, you are a culinary ninja. That soup you're talking about sounds really good. Also, broccoli cheese soup sounds tasty too. I like a good minestrone. I don't know. 2 by adding noodles to soup is so clutch. I agree. All right, I'm gonna have to get off here. I think they're supposed to be closing at 9, so I appreciate that you guys all joined me for this fun, and I'm really sorry that I couldn't get out the video searching for Bobby Fischer, but I'm gonna get that out as soon as possible because that was a really inspirational video. Strutter Win says sugar never killed anyone. You're kidding, right? I don't mean to laugh, but that is so twisted. Like, sugar is one of the biggest killers of humans worldwide. Sorry, it's just not. All the people with diabetes that are literally dying, you're like, sugar never killed anyone. It's like, these people are like injecting themselves with insulin multiple times a day. It's like, it's absolutely tragic. And then they're like drinking sodas. They don't see the connection between the sugar issue and their diabetes. Like, hilarious. Anyways. Sage said tomatoes lower blood sugar. Does it count if they are cooked and added into ketchup? Because I do not like tomatoes by themselves. But if you put them in like a marinara sauce or ketchup or something, then I'm like, woohoo, let's have it. All right. Anyways, David says, have a good night. Laura says, have a good night. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Kyle says, ketchup is a smoothie. Thank you, Kyle. This is exactly the support that I've needed my entire life. All right, guys. Thank you again for joining me. And I hope that you have a wonderful evening. May God and the goddess bless you.